Macho John Madden Juanito in Acamal, Mexico. I just was listening to public radio, and on the All Things Considered afternoon news show, they have a regular feature which I had not heard before, but I've seen listings for it. They call it My Unsung Hero, and it's people telling the story of some random stranger who did something wonderful for them at some point in the past. And it was a really fun, great story. And part of my response was, that's the way I see people. I think that in a pinch, the most typical reaction of people is to rush in to help. And it's what I do. It's what I've always done, but I do it even more now. And afterwards, I thought, gee, they're calling together all these stories. I ought to send one in. And by the time I made a Blue Sky post about that great show, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna. Here's one. So here's one. I'll keep it short. This is 40 years ago in Chicago. So 40 years ago, black teenagers were not carrying guns. Okay, I'm not black. This is visual. You can see that. But I'm very comfortable with black people and raised a black son and very interracial guy. And I was in my 30s, and I was on a first date. I don't remember anything about her except that I was kind of excited about the date, and this should have made it a dream date, but it didn't. It didn't. So we were on the north side of Chicago in a nice neighborhood, and 4 or 5 black teenagers are beating up another one. Got him on the ground, and they're beating him. And I said to my date, you stay here in the car. I have to do something about this. I did. Went up and just shouted at those guys. Hey, stop that. Come on. No, go home. This is not okay. And they stopped. It was pretty easy. And I didn't get shot at or nothing. And, I would think 2 or 3 times, or maybe 30 times now. But it just came, it was easy. It felt really easy. And on my way back to the car, I was going, oh, baby, this is going to be a good date. That is the perfect way to start a date. This girl is going to... No, it didn't go that way at all. There was no chemistry. We basically didn't like each other. I don't know why we ever went on the date, but nothing happened. And so that's always been the punchline of that story. And you know what happened on that day? Nothing. Nothing. Not a good night kiss, not a second date, nothing. But it's still a good story, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.